Good morning, boys and girls. How y'all doing? Got a little Palo Santo for you guys. And we're going to get into it with the daily reading. We're going to find out who it's going to be for. And then we're going to get on with it, right? So, hope you guys are doing good. Enjoying the weather out there. Sun, rain, snow, sleet, you know, the whole array of flavors. So we're gonna start. That was weird. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's fine. I got a crow outside making quite a bit of noise too. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I mean, I'm in Cleveland, so it's like really cold, and so there's no way I'm opening a window or a door. Not anytime soon. Not until it warms up a little bit, right? So I'm just gonna pick a card. We're gonna see who it's gonna be for, and we'll go from there. Pisces. It's all about you guys. We got the moon card. Okay, so you know I love the moon. I'm a Cancer sign, but anytime I see the moon, it kind of makes me feel like someone's hiding something from you. Because it's totally something that's not being seen, right? Because remember, the moon is only seen in the dark, right? And a lot of times people think that the things they do in the dark don't come to light. But depending on how old you are and how long you've been on this earth, you already know that everything that's in the dark comes out to the light. So let's start with, I'm going to use these. I can't remember if I used them yesterday, but I know I remember I grabbed this deck because I hadn't used it in a while. And I used it for a couple readings. Couple readings at work. So we had the star and then the fool at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. Maybe this is about you taking a chance on something. Taking a chance to be in the public eye, right? And you might feel like a fool. That's fine. Because guess what? We're all the fool in this life, right? We start from zero with no information. We don't carry, anything that we learned from previous lives or previous cycles. We don't carry any of that in here. So we start the journey just like the fool in the tarot deck. We don't know which way to go. So it's like you're taking a chance and kind of like counting on the divine to be there to catch you, in a sense, right? And depending on how strong that belief is, that will play out, right? Because your mind is very, very strong and can create things. And you know that because as a Pisces, your sign is kind of all about the fantasy, about the illusions, about what's not seen. So let's see. All right, tell me more about Pisces energy. Empress. Makes sense. All right, we got Empress energy there. That's possibly you. Looks like then we got a Queen of Pentacles too. The Empress feels like a mom. This feels like a mother energy. That's kind of like, it feels like they're looking after their son. Then we got Queen of Pentacles and Temperance. So it looks like this mother is trying to balance something with possibly her daughter. This looks like an issue between a mother and a daughter. It looks like, because we got Temperance at the end, and Temperance is really about balancing energies, where you might be running too far on one side, right? And this having to do with secrets, it feels like this could be about a secret that's, it's like creating this energy between this mother and daughter here. I don't know if that's you, if you're the mother or the daughter in this scenario, but it feels like there's a secret here. Tell me more about the Empress. Strength card. This even makes me feel more like, then we got the Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords. This makes me feel even more like there's something that's being hidden in between this mother and daughter, right? Because we got the Strength card coming in. Right? How long are you going to be able to hold this back? Right? And look, and then we got the Nine of Cups, which usually this is about wish fulfillment. But a lot of times, like, I see this character and it feels like they're in a stubborn energy and kind of like refusing. So it feels like possibly a mother refusing to tell the truth to the daughter. Right? Holding back. It's kind of like resting on her power as a mother. Right? Because a lot of times as a mother, you may feel that you have power over your child, right? Because everything they learn it from you. So you know that that child has like a confidence in what you communicate to them. They trust you. There's that level of like blind faith when it comes to mothers, right? In some cases, not in all cases, of course. But so it feels like you're the mother, whether it's you or your mother, is kind of resting on that and holding back. Because this Strength card is giving holding back, both of these cards. And trying to move on to calmer waters. Because we got the Six of Swords. This is usually like a friend, a spirit guide, an angel, the divine, someone basically helping you navigate, right, into calmer waters. So that's also communicating that there might be some turbulence in this relationship, because we had Temperance that's balancing out energies, and now we have the Six of Swords, which is trying to move on to calmer waters. So I'm just going to separate these so we can find out a little bit about the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles in this situation. Queen of Pentacles energy. Two of Pentacles. Okay. This feels like going back and forth. Do I believe her or don't I believe her? And that makes sense why Temperance would come in. Look, and like I said, do I believe her, don't I believe her? And we got Nine of Swords, thoughts, keeping you up at night. Can you trust this person? Are they telling you the full truth? What else? Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Emperor. So this feels like the Queen of Pentacles is so tired of going back and forth with this energy, with this mother or with this child, whichever way it goes, right? So tired of going back and forth with, do I believe this person? And in their head. And now they're bossing up. Queen of Pentacles is bossing up to Emperor level, right? Meaning now I'm the boss of my life. I choose what I believe in. I choose what's right for me. Excuse me. I choose what's right for me, right? I'm going to boss up. No one is going to be able to convince me, to move me. And then we've got Aries energy with the Emperor, right? Like you can see there's like, you got the little horns there. It's kind of like getting into this like firm stance, this stubborn energy of, you know what? This is going to end. This back and forth is going to end. This consuming my mind is going to end. I'm taking a stand in this situation and I'm putting an end to this. Let's see. Okay. Next steps for the Empress. Let's go. Oh. Two of Cups. Trying to come to an agreement with you, right? Trying to come to an understanding with you. Next steps for the Queen of Pentacles. That was quick. Seven of Cups in reverse. Done with the illusions. Done with the illusions. Because see, when we got the Seven of Cups in the upright, there's like multiple cups that you can choose from. There's like tons of options. But the problem is that some of these cups aren't what they appear to be, right? Some of them are traps. But here we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So basically there's no more illusions here. Like I said, you're taking a stand in this situation and you're saying, no, I'm the boss of this life and no one is going to come in trying to convince me of their nonsense. You know what I'm saying? No matter what level they have in my life, like no matter what the relationship is between us. And that's why it's so important that this Emperor card comes up, right? Because who's higher than the Emperor? Yeah, I'll wait, right? No one's higher than the Emperor here. So it's kind of like saying, this is done. Even though you have a high position in my life, because you are my mother or my child, like that doesn't supersede my position in my life, which is now I'm bossing up. Now I'm the Emperor here and I'm going to make the rules on what happens in my life. No one, no matter how high their position is going to be able to come at me with illusions or convince me or get me juggling and trapped in my head. Like here, that's not happening anymore. That's over, right? You've made a decision on what's going to happen here. Now, let's just get a possible outcome between these two. Let's get a possible outcome between the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, Chariot. Moving forward. What else? Okay, we got quite a few. We got Five of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles. So basically what it looks like is happening here is Queen of Pentacles is going to move forward, right? So, and this possibly does not include this Empress, right? We've got the Five of Coins, which is traditionally someone being left out in the cold, walking away from someone, right? Leaving them out in order to build your stability, to create stability in your life. And it's unfortunate that this happens, right? But this does happen sometimes, that in order for you to create stability, you have to block these people out, no matter what position they hold in your life. But it takes a lot of awareness and acceptance and forgiveness to be able to do this. But it looks like the Queen of Pentacles, you or your daughter, whatever, is moving forward and leaving this person out in the cold, right? In order to have their stable foundation. So this person, whichever side you're on, is creating too much chaos for you, is consuming too much energy with these thoughts and these balancing with the Two of Pentacles, right? Because if we look at it, all the Queen of Pentacles energy on this side is like action. There's like the stressing with the thoughts in their mind. There's the juggling with the Two of Pentacles. There's the confusion with the Seven of Cups. While we have the Empress kind of resting. We've got the Strength card, which is not a moving card. We've got the Nine of Cups, also not a moving card. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is a card of movement, but the person is not moving on their own. Someone else is moving them. So it's like, it feels like there's a lot of action that's happening on this side, but not so much on this side. And in order, that's causing chaos for you. So what can you do? How can you bring peace and harmony to your life? You got to leave these people out, whoever it is, whether it's your mother or a mother in your life, right? You got to put them out of your energy. That's the only way you're going to be able to hold on to this relationship at all. And I'm talking about any relationship, whatever it is, employer, friend, romantic, family, whatever it is. If this doesn't happen, because this scenario is going from the 5 to the 4 of Pentacles, which means you're losing, right? You're losing stability by keeping this person in your energy. That's why putting them out of your energy and moving forward is bringing in a stable foundation for you, right? And if you want to hold on to that stable foundation and to the rest of these pentacles, you're going to have to really be aware of what's happening here, because this is telling you to move forward without them. Without them. See? All right, that's going to be it for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you.